every institution, I think even all over the world, there is always a political interruption. So any organization that becomes popular would have some interest of persons perhaps would wish. How is that working? So political interference in some institutions come into play, again depending on the chief executive of that institution sometimes. It also depends on the ministry, the actual parent ministry, and the knowledge of, say, the minister or cabinet secretary in that ministry. I must say this, NEMA would have been best led at that particular time, for example, by Professor Wangari Maathai at that stage. So to me, when an institution is led by a very knowledgeable government person who has a feel of the environment, they would then translate law. Two, who may not have too much picking on knowing, for example, what project is good or bad to be passed. Three, somebody who can go out and also defend the nation on environmental matters, not just put them together. So there is A and B in both areas. You have political interference when it comes to, say, popularity, or when it comes to some interest of not the head of state necessarily, no, persons in between sometimes, CSS, PSS, and all those things, those were there. Those times we had ministers those days. So there is some, I would say yes, there is some political sometimes. Now Nairobi River is dead. We can't, still now, they're working on it hard. Yeah. But that place is completely complex. Yeah. Until you do a major surgery on the riparian, there is an animal called riparian interference, riparian settlement. The moment you have human beings close to a river, that river is dead. Dead as sterilized soil. You know sterilized soil? Yes. You can't grow nothing. Yep. Some areas, yes. Some other areas, we're not really going to help. Okay. Yeah, particular pollution, we have to be very careful indeed. Yeah. As more people come to urban areas, the worse it becomes. For example, the counties should have now taken people out. And then the counties should have had a major master plan to avoid creating some in Nairobi of its kind. Every count 47 should really start and make sure that they protect their waters, their land, their riparians, their swampy places to the last detail. Use any means necessary to protect them. Otherwise, we shall again end up saying, start crying. Making a correction on a damaged environment is not easy. Not painful, it's not easy, you can't. Like now they are reclaiming them all for it. That's okay. But then damaged, spoiled water that has already been completely settled on. And you can't move, you have to move people several kilometers away to allow for the replenishment of that water. For example, just take water alone. We come here and spend time only on water, and you'll see where the damages would be. That's why I was asking you, have you had an underground tank? Water. There's no way we survive without water now. Yeah. And that's going to be the biggest war. Wait until this dries up again. You will be hearing that in Turkana or in Wajir, the monkeys are beating out people